Okay, so here's the artwork. I already showed you this one. It's Wolverine, Conan the Barbarian, Captain America. These will be posted when I post this video on the blog. This is the painted comic that I did for Mary Furer's class, and when it was over, she shook my hand real serious. And she says, like, it's really been a privilege to be working with you on this project. I had taken classes with her before. She never acted this way. And somebody down in Dallas said, one of these big art gallery guys said that he thought this was like the greatest thing I ever did. I don't think so, but apparently people love it. And okay, so this is just like a robot android, half human, half robot. And you see this guy right here, he's throwing up because everyone's like shocked. They can't believe how weird it looks. That would be the robots taken in art class and painting in the art class with the students. I painted the students that I was in the art class at the time. Oh, another thing, this entire series, the one unique thing about it is I didn't use any images to go by. I just went to class, drew it on the board, right in class, out of my head. Completely, everything's out of my head. Just, that's it. And that's why people like it. I don't know. Okay, this is the robot skateboarding outside the classroom. And the people are running shocked and scared. Here's the robot on a motorcycle similar to mine. Very similar. And the one that I had at the time. I don't have it anymore. I haven't had it for years. I got rid of it in 2008. And he's in traffic and everyone's staring at him like he's a total weirdo. They're scared. They're running from him on all these. Here he is eating at Red Lobster, one of my favorite places to eat. And of course everyone is scared, running, hiding, because they can't believe how grotesque this robot android looks. Here's the robot android flying through the air with no feet. I suppose his feet maybe collapse up inside him, but everyone is running scared in the city. They're scared of him. Here is the robot in his house with a painting on the wall there. The police are coming to get him because he's just so weird that people have to come and arrest him. It is funny. And here they are in his house. He's standing outside the door and they're about to shoot him because they're, again, everyone's totally frightened and freaked out by him. And then he's in the courtroom and the judge and everybody is ready to judge him. And here he is in a jail cell. And here he is in a jail cell looking out the window, and there's an apocalypse happening. Nuclear bombs are blowing off outside of the jail cell. And apparently one of the nuclear bombs blows a hole through the wall of the jail, prison. And then he flies from the jail to, and you can see a city in the background, and there's so he's going to fly towards this city. There's bombs going off still. And then he gets to the city, and all he sees is all these piles of skulls. Then he's standing there with a tear in his eye, looking at the skulls. And this was, it was reminding me of Shakespeare or something like that. That's why I drew that. And here somebody comes to rescue him, his wife, and there's two dogs there, come to rescue him in a spaceship. And then they fly away from the spaceship as the entire planet is blowing up. Yeah, so, okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my black metal art. I was really into black metal at the time, and I was just raging. I loved black metal so much at that time. Here's an example on a CD that I have of the type of art that I really love. This kind of black and white artwork is just really cool to me, and I admired it so much that I wanted to do the very best I could to emulate this artwork. And most of the images that I got was from an actual artist from France, but I would never copy his artwork. But what I would do is I would take images from his artwork, rearrange it, like put a different head on a different body, and in Photoshop, and then use that image to create my paintings, which were, you know, really just so much mine that they weren't his anymore. They were totally mine. And yeah, this is Carpathian Forest. It's a really great CD. And here's another example of the artwork. This is a band called Krieg, a black metal band. And you notice it's all black and white. This is the kind of artwork that I really emulate. Here's some of the artwork. They put it in actually spell out the band's name, and it becomes art. So good. And here's the guy from Of Hell. That is like, wow, it's so good, the music from this guy. And I think he's former from another band. But I wanted to show you that this magazine is just so cool. I had to send away for it. But if you like black metal and death metal, that's Fintroll on the front. They're like a folk black metal. And actually, I'll have to show you next time we're in the other room. I'll have to show you next time we're in the other room. The first black metal painting I did was a real small one, and it's a boat on a lake, and that was from the Fintroll album. But yeah, here we go. Is an example of the artwork that I did, which I think is just the greatest black and white paintings that I ever did. And you'll see like the shading; it's very intricate. This is not really what I wanted to show you, but you see the shading where the horn is, the shading. It's just, I really concentrated on the shading. And, you know, it is what it is. And there's this one here. He's holding. It's really crazy stuff. I was just going by the artwork I was looking at. I'm telling you, this is the kind of thing that Chris Mohan does from France, and I've got to tell you, he's amazing. People put tattoos on them of his artwork, and he has like a huge section of where people send in pictures of his artwork that tattooed on them. Okay, this one is something I did all the time in here. I mean, these little trickery things I do are they're everywhere. Like here, the first one I showed you, in the skull, like the Omen. We just were watching the Omen the other day, that she wanted to see it. I can't do it, but you know the music. I mean, I feel like singing it. But right in the skull there is a 666 right there. You can't see it really, but I just did that over and over. Just crazy stuff. Just hiding things inside things. Again, in the skull here, on top of the skull in the hair, by the 666, and here on this one here, it's a demon with a shield, and the shield inside the circles are sixes. You have to really look, but everything's shaded really nicely, really. Here's one that was really hard to do. The skulls around the compass type star. Everything has symbolism and meaning. All along this robe, there's draped robe. There are sixes, 666, all around there. I was just known to hide sixes everywhere. I believe there are 3 sixes in the mouth. The nose are made of sixes. And yeah, it's a good one. Oh, on top of each skull is a 666. Just was really into the music and wanted to express myself through my artwork. How much I like the music. Here we have a goat with a gas mask, and the gas mask has the pentagram, and he's holding a head. And yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on in there. And okay, this is this one I liked. I really tried to do this one really good. It's from like actual ancient artwork. This one's from a CD. I remember a CD cover, but I rearranged it and changed it. And the chair is a demon, and he's holding an upside down cross here with a pentagram inside it, and then the same thing over here. Here, here. This is confusing looking in here, but anyway, it's really, really wild stuff. And it's like an ancient drawing, I believe, really old. But I made stuff with it. I actually hid there's lots of hidden stuff. There's a hidden face inside the robe here. There's the 666 on the skull there. You can barely see it in the fur. But yeah, you can find all this stuff on my blackout page. And there's a goat here. I did this. This is pretty cool. I just took some canvas and I stapled it to a board. And that's how I made this one. I needed the space on the wall. I had them displayed on the wall, but why did I have to take them down? Tell me why. Why did I have to take all these paintings down from the wall? Because she had nightmares. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She didn't like them. Well, they were scary, you know? And yeah, that's 666 in the skull there. This is just a piece of wood with canvas stretched on it. That was a good idea. I had this like little tiny space in the middle. That's how I filled it in. I had the picture of it. I think it might be on the blog and the old website. But you want to go to the blog because there's a lot of stuff there. And I had a picture of them all displayed on the wall. Here he's on a goat man with upside down cross with somebody on it, and goat shield. It's just trying to be outrageous as I possibly could. Hidden stuff all over the place. This is really cool. I mean, I did this one, and what I did is you can actually make a clock out of this. That's how I designed it. I designed it to be a clock. But here you have the, I mean, the intricacy in these things is amazing. Here you have the spiked arms, like I showed you that guy, and two upside down crosses, and he's doing it he's in the Indian type cross legs with the thing here, and the skulls were really hard to do. They all face outwards. They're all done perfectly. I mean, this is amazing. Okay, this is the one I did the two smaller ones of. This is actually the name of the band was in this shape, and I liked it so much that I just made it into like a design instead of the name of the band with the upside down cross there as a nose, and just I like it. This is something I also did from other artwork. I just kind of put the skull horned guy. I think his horns were bigger and kind of fit it into the pentagram star. This is a good one here. This is from an album I liked. Gorgotharoth. I think Gorgotharoth. I know I'm not saying that right, but oh, what a band. Oh, wow. Just amazing music. Here's something I just developed. It's skull with the horns and the thing in the middle. And another skull I just really liked, and I just really went to town on it. Kind of made a design out of the skull coming through the blackness. Really, I like it. This one is really cool. Don't ask me how I made it or how I came up with the idea, but I just did the circles. I mean, and I did the goat head with the fur, and I decided to, do it in a mirror reflection, where the 666s are mirrored on each side. I don't know why. It just reminds me of like kind of like a hippie style black metal painting, if there is such a thing. This is it. What is it? Illuminati's? I painted this. I mean, you can look at it, and this is exactly like the ancient painting image that they used to worship, the Illuminati's, or I can't remember their names. And this is something I've never shown anybody online. This is the last painting I did in the series, and it was very difficult. And I just decided that I had enough. I wasn't going to do any more of these, these type of paintings. And I did Illuminati, but it was supposed to be my version of the Illuminati. See, but I never completed it. It's not completed, and I don't show uncompleted work on the blog. So yeah, the pants have all 6s on them, and he's sitting on a bunch of skulls, and yeah, it's almost completed. It's just not done, but it's a good one. So that's it. Anything you want to talk about?
No.
No?
After you showed all that
The
scary
weather's
stuff.
It's scary. Yeah, it's very scary. But I mean, if you like the music and you're into the music, you understand. I mean, you appreciate it as a part of the music. The artwork is just outstanding. I actually have a Juxtaposed magazine that's dedicated solely to that subject. I think it's this one. Dedicated to the artwork of death metal, black metal albums. Here's one I kind of remember. The metal band character. But this is the one. This whole magazine is developed to dedicated to this black metal, death metal artwork that you see on albums. But anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah. So that's it.